I was a recruit in the training phase of national service back then. My platoon has a lot of recruits who are falling sick or getting injured regularly. My bunk is especially guilty of that, because it is all too common to see my bunkmates disappear in the middle of the night, only to see them return from the medical office in the middle of the night. During the month of August, there is something we call the Hungry Ghost Festival. During this period, supernatural activity becomes quite common. It was around this time that I saw something for myself that I could not explain. One day in the middle of the night at around 3 a.m., I was awakened by the sounds of someone dragging their boots on the ground, followed by the sound of someone groaning in pain. I was annoyed as I poked my head up to see who was making that noise. What I saw was a soldier in full uniform with his army cap on, limping across the room with a bandaged left leg and his arm in a sling. I thought that another of my bunkmates had returned from the medical office once again, so I turned over and tried to get some sleep. But this limping man stopped in the middle of my room and stood over a bed where no one slept. The groaning sound continued for an hour as he stared at the bed. It ruined my sleep, and I was beginning to get pissed off. The following day, I asked my bunkmates who made all that noise, but no one admitted to it. Rather, they looked confused and a little scared. When I mentioned the unused bed, we all realized that something wasn't right. There are 8 double-deckered beds in the bunk, 16 beds in total. The only bed that was not in use was the one on the right side in the middle of the room. No one ever explained why, but we were always just told to avoid sleeping in that bed. On the very same day I told them about the limping ghost, 2 of my bunkmates ended up sleeping in that bed. It was a bit of an experiment to see what would happen. I wasn't personally afraid of the ghost, but I ended up making others feel afraid, I guess. Nothing happened to the bunkmates who slept there. So far, that is. To me, personally, ghosts are like an annoying neighbor. Leave them alone and they'll leave you be. If you catch their interest, though, they'll approach you. Ghost sightings aren't always scary or good. Sometimes they remain neutral.